We're just having a nice little chill-out session tonight, fellas. We are sponsored by Dubby Energy and Epic Games. Right, Matt says Team Dark.
Daring.
I remember back in high school, just to piss my professor off, I sent in an essay entirely in Comic Sans. Here's another thing, my autism kicked in, right? Especially with the Chao Garden. I discovered glitches in that shit. Like, I fucking loved the Chao Garden. You know, I like to think I'm good at this game, and then I see the speedrunning community is beating it in like 10 minutes. I'm like,
You're not that special.
I don't know, man. If I could speedrun anything, I think it would be Time Splitters.
I think that would be fun to stream.
Dude, I will absolutely stream Time Splitters. I don't know, I feel like Time Splitters is kind of problematic in this day and age, but I also don't care, because it's fucking Time Splitters. It's so 2000s that it hurts, but it also knows what it is. And it's just a solid FPS game that also has a fucking girl with a slut shirt getting tied up and beaten by zombies saying, it's just like prom night.
Got B rank for bad.
Damn. I just think you should know that everything that you say is recorded.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I'm saying it?
Let's see if I remember how to do it. You want to drop it right in front of it so he doesn't pick it up. Oh, get out of here. You think I love you?
RAR XD.
If you want a strategy to speedrunning your Chao to success, do you see this little hero Chao? You see this little dubious creature? This little guy?
A little scrimblow.
This guy we like. As his brother drowns, he receives the love and affection. And see, he's crying now, so we'll give him a little bit of affection. I lied, we give him a bitch slap by showing him love and affection and shaking his cranium like a rattle.
Just make it all jelly up in there.
He learns that being dark is evil. Let's name him. I always like that you just throw him in the dumpster. Aw, look at that smile. We'll wipe off his face. This is like legitimate. I discovered this myself. Whoever, like, if you beat the shit out of them as a villain, they will want to become a hero. I love how broken this game is. There's like this wave of people that are just coming out of fucking nowhere to say, you know, maybe Sonic was never good, and it's like, okay, some of you guys never played the Chao Garden.
Oh, here's people's sexual awakening.
No. Don't talk about that. I'll tell people about that in a moment. Okay. So in a time when most video games cannot do wind physics or reflections, they made sure to get the jiggle physics of not only her breasts, but her hair, and they are very pronounced.
But they couldn't animate, like, Eggman's mustache.
They could have. That's the thing. They chose not to. They used what limited resources they have to make sure we got fat bat tats.
It's where all the budget went.
Oh my god, do you see that? Like, she has special poses when she comes in. They make sure to give her the jiggle physics. Whoa, buddy, what are you doing? You can't swim. See, buddy. I don't know what you think you're doing. You can hear his brother sobbing.
Oh.
It's a shame, but my autism as a child led me to believe that this is actually what Egyptians had to deal with. And that because they didn't have mechs, their life was infinitely harder. You know, if you think you're bad at video games, I remember Clayton, he died like 37 times on the last level of Sonic's thing. And for every time he died, we just have a different edit based off of Glenn's death from The Walking Dead. You know, the biggest downgrade Sonic Heroes had, getting rid of the Chao Garden.
I always thought, like, Sonic Heroes is supposed to be like Sonic Adventure 3, because it's like, oh, 3 characters on a team.
You know what's funny? The Sonic Adventure 3 was originally Sonic 06. Imagine everyone's demanding Sonic Adventure 3, and then you just make it bad. You remember that dude Shoe Nice, whose entire gimmick was he'd eat disgusting shit? I remember he got like super drunk on a live stream or something, and he just starts eating a box of tampons. He says, quote, John Cena can't eat a tampon, he's a fucking pussy. The phrase John Cena can't eat a tampon has always really resonated with me. Let's see. Ew, fuck you. I love you. This is your last chance, Hector. Look at me.
No, I was afraid of...
You know what? I think I know what I'm gonna name this guy.
What do you got?
I'm gonna name him Dubby after Dubby Energy, our sponsor. Never mind. Fucking Shadow makes some fucking leaps in logic, like, ah yes, Maria, this is what she wanted. She wanted me to commit genocide. It's like, no, I want you to, like, save everyone.
Shadow.
Sayonara!
I still remember what I promised you. For the people of this planet,
I fucking hate Shadow.
Was he fucking Victor Reznov?
Dude, Shadow is, like, so fucking obnoxious.
Lol.
There's Big.
Big, hi.
Here's a funny story, actually. After seeing how people despised Big in, Sonic Adventure 1, I think it was Yuji Naka himself. He made it his goal to put Big in as many levels as possible. And Nintendo, ironically enough, the GameCube version, censors Big out of those scenes. That's just funny to me.
You know, it kind of messes with me that Duke Nukem also voiced Big. And
I've got balls of steel.
But, like, I'm pretty sure he hates Big.
You know what's funny? He'll still do the voice at conventions, I know that much. But, like, I want Froggy. I've got your number. I used to be able
Is
to do
that
it.
a threat?
I used to be able to do it really well. Like, Noah got upset when I do it. Do you know what time it is? I always wanted shoes that do that.
Honestly, yeah. Sliding around the house in socks, pretending to be Shadow.
easy for
Oh, here's another oh god, I used to do that.
Of course you would.
Shut up. It's well known that Shadow the Hedgehog is a fucking disaster when it comes to writing. And the whole plot is like, Shadow, once again, like, yo, am I a fucking robot?
I mean, Shadow is such a mess that Sega's, like, hiring people to write the lore for them. Did you hear about that?
No.
Like, yeah, like, when Sonic Frontiers dropped, though, like, right after, they're like, yeah, we need people, you know, that know the lore to, like, write lore, because we don't even know what the fuck we're doing.
So, my favorite thing tying into that is Shadow the Hedgehog. Because Shadow, like, am I a fucking... What am I? Even though Rouge in some versions, like, nah, you're a human, dude. So, okay, I keep getting off topic. So when it comes to Shadow the Hedgehog, because they don't know how to write, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and one of the final boss routes, like the true final boss, if you spend 10 minutes getting your ass beat, Eggman will be like, listen dude, you're not a robot, good luck.
Try again.
It's gotta be close.
Gotta be close.
Is it supposed to
Sonic?
look like that?
Only 2 more.
I love Boundary Break.
Which is like hybrid Echidna BDSM goddess. And it's disgusting.
I don't understand how you can own the rights to an entire species.
So, it's messy, right? Sega's lawyers fucking sucked at their job. Where the fuck?
Is on top of that thing. Like all the way at the top. Or is it in the wall?
Bro, what the fuck?
Can you not dig in the wall?
Well, it wouldn't be. Okay, maybe it... Okay, yeah. So, Ken Pender's, you know, weird fetish dude hates Sonic. He basically created the Echidna tribes. He really, like... He is responsible for fleshing out the Echidnas, like in Sonic Adventure 1. You know, Tikal and all them. But to top it off, instead of, you know, just being a psycho, he also liked to insert his fetishes into certain, like, Sonic comics. So eventually Sega's like, dude, you're too weird even for us. I got an A rank. I should not.
Like me?
But you
Absolutely,
did.
sweetie.
We take those.
So Sega's incompetent lawyers basically lose to Ken Penders, and the judge is like, well, you know what? He makes a decent point.
Wasn't he like seething about the Sonic movie?
Oh,
having
dude,
a kid
he
that-
was not seething. Oh no. So, Ken Penders is seething. He is sneeding. And he says he wants to sue Sega. And I'm like, buddy, please. You know, I liked Monster Energy for the longest time, but now that I've been drinking Dubby, actually, it's weird, because I don't...
Sponsored by W, by the way.
Sponsored by Dubby? Now that, like, I've been drinking it, I actually don't get, like, those caffeine headaches.
Yeah, caffeine crashes.
Well, no, like, I genuinely have an addiction to caffeine, and it's, like, medically diagnosed, right? So when I fucking... That's why I drink 7 sodas at a time, so I don't get a headache.
Also sponsored by Epic Games.
Sponsored by Epic Games. Okay.
And then you never touched it, so...
Yeah, because you were always on it. Big sweep!
Hector.
Last chance. Look at me, Hector. Look at me, Hector! This reminds me of a Bible verse, right? It's Psalm 137:9. Happy is the one who seizes your infants and dashes them against the stones. He's happy. This guy, though,
Get
godless
outta here.
sodomite.